Hello everyone, my name is Jox and today we're going over every new mon and every new move we got from the DLC. If you hear some background noises, that's my dog. My dog is currently in my room and he's tearing shit down. But let's go over every set. So you don't have to use this set. This is just what I personally would use in a tour game or in a ladder game. So let's start off with Sandshrew. So Sandshrew is a decent rep spinner. It's probably not the best because we got Drillbur for a rep spin and we got a lot of great ground types. We have Onyx, we have Mudbray, we have Diglett, we have Trapinch. So there's not a lot of use in Sandshrew, but I would use it as a central sweeper together with Drillbur and Hippo or Silicobra. Just the Violet set or the Life Up set. Violet has a little bit more bulk, Life Up has a little bit more attack. You Sword Dance up, you have perfect coverage with Earthquake, Rock Slide and Knockoff. And you have 13 speed, so you outspeed the meta. If you are double speed, you outspeed 17 speed Scarvers, like Scarf Mienfoo, Scarf Chinchou, stuff like that. The other set you can use is Stealth Rock Rep Spin. It's the same thing as Drillbur, but you can actually knock off instead of Rock Slide. Next up we have the Alola version of Sandshrew. You can use this together with Snover. This is the sweep set. It has Sword Dance, it has Aurora Veil. So if you want to be cheesy and want to get the fill up with like Light Clay, I think it's Light Clay, you can also use this. It also got Steel Roller, so you can combine it with Grookey, and this does like 60% to Timber. The other set you can use is George Garf without Hail. It's just, it hits really hard. Some people were suggesting the new ice move, it's Triple Axle. But actually Triple Axle has the same rolls as Icicle Spear when you hit 3 times. So Icicle Spear is a lot better. Psyduck, I would not use this mon. Not even on a rain team. But it's there. You can use it, you can use Mixed. It has Hydro Pump, Psychic, Cross Chop, Ice Beam, it has Calm Mind, but it's really not good. So we come to Magnemite. Magnemite actually got a buff and a huge nerf, because hidden powers are gone. So you cannot trap Ferroseed anymore with Magnet Pull. You cannot use hidden power ground to trap other Magnemites, but it got Steel Beam. And Steel Beam just nukes. Steel Beam is so fucking powerful. You one-shot a Timber on switching. You one-shot a Fungus without any Firelight. You one-shot some Firelight mons even. And it can also be used as, what if you have Magnemite out and you need to use the Steel move, but they also have a Shelter. And if you kill a mon with Flash Cannon, they go out in the Shelter, they Shell Smash and they sweep your team. But now you can sacrifice yourself and get the better switching. So I really like Steel Beam as the last move. And Magnemite doesn't even have another best good move. You have the new terrain move, like I think Rising Voltage. You have Teleport, but that's about it. You still have the Baradius 30 set, Volt Switch, Flash Cannon and Endure Recycle. You can also use this with Steel Beam. You use Steel Beam, you get the Baradius and you can use this over Endure. And you have the 16 defense Ferroseed Trapper. You can charge Beam up. Without an item you can substitute and you can take a knockoff. It's going to do 4 HP and you have 5 HP subs. I'm not sure if you have 5 HP subs with this spread, or you need this. You need to calc for yourself. It's a fun set, but if they do not have a Ferroseed, then this Magnemite is kinda useless. Next up we have Execute. So Amuse really loves this Execute set, and I kinda like it as well. If you face an Abra, Abra doesn't always have Shadow Ball coverage. Some have Energy Ball, some have Shadow Ball, some have Fire Punch or Submission. You can use this Execute, switch into it, substitute, and basically with these spikes wall out your opponent. You can also switch into Staryu if they do not have Ice Beam. Some run Psychic, Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump. Other things you can switch in, you can hit Fungus really hard. And Teleport is just if they go out into Ponyard or if they go out into Vullaby, you can teleport out and you can trap it. And with Vullaby you can just teleport out and get the switch in you want. Next up we have Cubone. Cubone has two different sets. We have this fast one and we have the Trick Room one. There are better ground types, but this thing hits extremely hard. So you can use it with Tailwind and with Webs. Well, this can be used with Trick Room. Lickitung. Lickitung got Body Press. And this gives it a little bit of a niche against Munchlax, as you can use Body Press to boost your defense and hit harder, while also using Curse. But any other set is outclassed by Munchlax. Horsey, same thing as Psyduck, do not use this mon. It got Flip Turn, but it doesn't have coverage. It's a fast range sweeper, but there are better range sweepers out there. Staryu. Staryu got Flip Turn. Is Flip Turn good? I don't think so. I think Flip Turn is bad on Staryu, and you can better run Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Recover on Analytic. The defensive set with Rep Spin, Recover, and with Scald. Nature Cure is really nice in the Porygon meta because Porygon is going to T-Wave everything. And you can switch it in, you can Rep Spin, you can get a T-Wave from the Porygon if you want with Thunder Wave over this move. And just switch out. And last we have the Life Orb Analytics pet. You can reuse Rep Spin or you can use Substitute. Rep Spin got buffed, so you can get the +1 speed and just outspeed everything and nuke. Just keep in mind that Vulpix is around, so your water moves will do less. So we are at Porygon. Porygon got a lot of sets. I like this set, it has the Trace set. So what does Trace do for Porygon? If you switch into an Arena Trapper, you can trap the Arena Trapper. So this you can combine this with Magnemite and trap the Diglett and let Magnemite Volt Switch around. Thunder Wave is a really good move on it. Ice Beam, Tri-Attack, you can replace Tri-Attack by Psychic. And just T-Wave spam everything. You can replace T-Wave with Substitute. If you use Substitute, you can substitute against Ferroseed and 1v1 it. While you can also substitute against Fungus on the Spore. Other things Trace do. You can switch into Ponyta. Ponyta runs Flash Fire in this gen to switch into Vulpix. So if you switch into Ponyta, you can trace the Flash Fire and you can be immune to the fire moves from Ponyta. You can switch into Chinchou. You trace the Volt Absorb and you can switch into the Thunderbolt and Volt Switch. You can switch into Carvanha, Venipede to get a speed boost. You can switch into Vullaby, Onyx to get a weak armor. You can switch into Fungus to get the Regenerator. It's insane. I like this mon. I like this mon so much. So next we have the bulky special attacker, max special attack. This mon can surprise any Timber, it can one-shot an Evilas Timber. It's the same thing but a little bit less bulky and a lot more powerful with download. I think it can one-shot an Eviolite Timber actually. I need to calc this, the calc will be in screen. We have Choice Scarf download. This might be the worst Porygon set out there, but it's still really good. You can download, you get the special attack boost. It has a lot of special attack, you can even run Modest. And choose your coverage move and nuke. And last we have the Agility set, also a really good set. You can Agility up, I would use this outside of webs and this maybe in webs. And there aren't no team has a good Porygon answer. Mostly rely on the fighting type to knock it and close combat or high jump kick it and to kill it. And even with agility this thing is still really bulky. Igglybuff and Whismur. This thing doesn't have Boom Burst, so I don't care about it. Azumarill! Azumarill got Belly Drum, finally! So we can abuse it. It's still not good, but it's fun. It's a 6 gun that can one-shot an Onyx. And it can one-shot a lot more. But that's about it. It doesn't do anything else. Did we go? Wait. We haven't gone over Poliwag. Where's Poliwag? Let's go over Poliwag real quick. So this is the other belly drum user we got. It has Waterfall, Bulldoze, Double Edge and belly drum. What's so nice about Poliwag? It has 19 speed, so it can outspeed the wall meta outside of Diglett and speed out with Ponyta and Abra. Other things nice about Poliwag, it has damp. So you can switch into an Onix, you can belly drum up and they cannot explode. You can kill it afterwards. So this is a free setup against an Onix. It's like Magby with Vital Spirit against Fungus. It also got Bulldoze in this. I didn't have Bulldoze before, so you can one-shot the Mareanie. While Double Edge with 14 attack can one-shot the Fungus. Carvanha got Flip Turn. Is Flip Turn good? I saw it working, but I don't like it. This is just the physical set. You have the physical set with Aqua Jet and Substitute. You have the special set with Ice Beam. You can use it with Snover and use Blizzard. And this is Blizzard Fana or whatever it's called. It was really popular in Oris. And you can have the mix set with Aqua Jet and Substitute. If you see a weak mon, they are faster than you, you Aqua Jet. If you think they need a mon, you can substitute and get a lot of offensive pressure. Because you can substitute on the switch if they are going to sack it. Because if you see it Carvanha, I'm just going to sack mons because it's going to protect. But if you predict to protect, you can just substitute. Carvanha got worse because of Grookey. You now have to deal with Grookey, with Timber, with Croagunk. There's a lot more priority that scares Carvanha. Carvanha is still good though. We don't care about Shinx. Shinx got Psychic Fangs and it got Play Rough, but it's not good. Baneri. Why do we see Mega Kick? Well, they remove Return. And what other normal moves does Baneri have? It has Facade. It has Last Resort. And that's about it. It has Headbutt. You can headbutt people. So what did Baneri get? It got Play Rough, so you can one-shot a Vullaby. It got Triple Axle. Triple Axle is a good coverage move, but I like Drain Punch a little bit more to hit Ponyard and Ferroseed as well. Would I use this mon? Probably not. It has 90 speed, it's a fake out user, and that's about it. Epine didn't get anything, it's still bad. Lillipup, it got Psychic Fangs, and we still do not care about it. Venipede, my favorite mon. What did Venipede get? So you can use the Life Up set with Spikes and Protect. This is really good against Marinies because Marinies switch in, they think they wall you can just spike up. Protect into Pin Missile can break to Abra. It's a nice offensive pressure. But with Timber having Defog, this thing got a little bit worse. But most of the people are running Staryu now and or Vullaby for the hazard removal. The other moves you can run is Steel Roller over Protect with Grookey. It does like 60% against Onix, so it's an option. You can run Hex with T-Spikes. You can finally hit Ghost types. And I think that's about it with the coverage moves. You can use the Eviolite set with Toxic Spikes, Protect and Pin Missile. Same thing, you can break through Abra. If it has a stop up, you can just Protect and Pin Missile afterwards. And this set, I like the set, it's probably not good. Venipede doesn't have special bug type moves, but it still can go for the Sludge Bomb. X, same thing to get through Furries. And it has Solar Beam, so you can use offensive Venipede maybe with Spikes over Hex. Like this. And if they go out into Onix, you can just Solar Beam it. It's a nice surprise kill. Petal, we do not care about this mon. Sandal, with the removal of Pursuit, this mon is still really bad. You can Rock Slide, but with Vullaby around, this mon isn't good. I would run Moxie. So, we finally see Zorua. Zorua got a huge buff. It got Burning Jealousy. So it can finally, normally you would run like Incinerate. I think it also got Nasty Plot finally. I'm not sure about the Nasty Plot one. It also got Sludge Bomb. Did it have Sludge Bomb before? I don't know. So I would probably use a Eviolite Nasty Plot set, maybe with Extra Sensory over Sludge Bomb to hit Timber and Mienfoo a little bit harder. But this mon can also, it can also be a Diglett. Like, you illusion yourself into the Diglett, and you go out into Ferroseed. You Burning Jealous it, and it just drops. The other sets we have are Life Orb, with Sucker Punch, Dark Balls, Extra Sensory and Burning Jealousy. We have the Eviolite set with Sword Dance. You can use another move over Aerial Ace, I just like it as a coverage move, and you just most likely going to knock and Sucker Punch everything. You can also use Revenge, but it's less good, because you move after the opponent. It can be cool against Poniard. If they think, if you illusion yourself into a Trapinch or into a Diglett, they are going to knock off or Sucker Punch, and you just Revenge them. The last set we have is the George Carve set. It has Memento, U-turn, Knockoff. Burning Jealousy, I like this move. It's good on Zorua. And that's about it for Zorua. You see a lot of Mienfoos coming up. Fungus has the same set as always. The only move it got was Pollen Puff, and I think it got Grassy Slide. No, it didn't get it. Alright, only Pollen Puff, but it's not good. Mienfoo, finally, it's back. This is the normal set. It's the slow Mienfoo set. You just fake out, you U-turn. You can use acrobatics over fake out. Still, I prefer high jump kick over close combat. Do not run this move. Close combat is not good. Risk the miss. And the good thing about Mienfoo is his bulk and his regeneration. And if you go for the close combat, you make yourself prone to trapping. You close combat something and they go out to the Diglett, then your Foo is gone and you need the Foo all game. So the next set we have is 15 defense. What does 15 defense do? Fake out into high jump kick kills a Vullaby, while Brave Bird does not kill the Mienfoo, and you can just regenerate out. It also has a better matchup against other Foos and other Timbers. This is the fast Foo. You can run acrobatics. This is the Hawlucha Foo. High jump kick, acrobatics, for then substitute with Reckless. This is really good on webs. It doesn't really have answers outside of Spritzy. You just sub up, you Sword Dance, sub against Fungus, +2 Sword Dance, +2 acrobatics kills the Fungus, and you just kill everything. George Carve set. Close combat can be good on George Carve. It's better than Drain Punch, you do not miss. Still, keep in mind, you get the negative defense, so things like Grookey can easily revenge you. We have the Eject Pack set. This is actually a good set for close combat. You can U-turn, but you can also go for the close combat, eject out, and you have the acrobatics boost up. This is the 15 defense, 14 speed acrobatic set. This is wins against other Foos. You can knock off, they probably fake out, knock off high jump kick. I think you can take it all. Well, you can knock off into acrobatics. The taunt set, it was really common with Surge Kit webs, but with Dude by the webs it might be even better now. And last we have Double Dance. It's got agility. It's an option. I might not use this, but it's still there. You can use it. Larvesta, it has this is just a bulky some Moonspad. Flabber's U-turn, Will-O-Wisp, Morning Sun. Larvesta didn't get a buff, didn't get Quiver Dance. You can use heavy duty boots, but I really don't like it because you want Larvesta to take the knockoffs and to get a flame body on Mienfoos and other physical attackers. You can run the special set with Flamethrower Giga Drain and make this turning around. The other set we have is George Carve. It can run Sun Headbutt, it can also run Morning Sun on George Carve. If you get knocked because you wanna get the burn on things. Still, Lavasta is not good. But U-turn into Life Orb Diglett kills a Staryu, so you can keep that in mind. It might be good information. And maybe with Vulpix it's actually good. Blitzling, it's still good, but it got dual wing beat. It's better than Aerial Ace and Fly. But the damage is so low, you do not even kill an Abra with dual wing beat. The good thing about the Fletchling, you can Tailwind the U-turn out and you have priority Tailwind, but the same Cottonee can do the same thing. I don't like Fletchling and I'm not a huge fan. Scrub, it has Gunk Shot, Flip Turn. This is the Haze subset. I'm not sure about the EVs. This is Timber Speed and Porygon Speed, so you might make it 11 to outspeed them. You have Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot does a ton against Fungus, and you can switch this into Fungus, take the Spore, Sleep Talk, and get the Flip Turn. And this is the Fall Spread with Toxic Spikes. You can also run Substitute for the Fungus. Thunderbolt hits Frillish and Mareanie, but you can also go for the Flip Turn. Clownshare. Clownshare got Aura Spear, and it got Terrain Pulse. So what's Terrain Pulse? Terrain Pulse is a double damage move. It's like Weather Ball for terrains. So if grassy terrain is up, you have double damage, while you also get the Mega Launcher, and you still get the terrain effect. So you have a high damage move in grassy terrain that can one-shot a Frillish. It's a really nice move for Clownshare. You can also use it with Electric Terrain, Psychic Terrain, Misty Terrain, but those terrains aren't really common. I might like it with Misty Terrain, not gonna lie. Ice Beam hits Fungus, it also has Flip Turn, it has Aqua Jet, so it has options. It also has U-turn, but Flip Turn is obviously better. Rockruff, we still do not care, it got Psychic Fangs. I think, no it doesn't, I didn't, but it got Play Rough and Sword Dance. It also has 5 abilities. 4 abilities, my bad. Fomantis, it got Weather Ball and has Leaf Storm. Is this good? Is it good on Sun plus Webs? Maybe. Probably not. This might be the only set you can run on Webs and Sun. It's still bad. The last one we got was Sandygast. Sandygast got Scorching Sands, so you can burn opponents now. It's still not good. Ghost ground typing in LC is terrible, so do not use it. For the new moves, Porygon got Airy Pulse, -2 special attack. Might be a cool edit, but I would not use it. Onix got Scorching Sands Meteor Beam. Oh, this is going to be a fun gimmick. It's not going to be good, but it's fun to use a special Onix with Nature Power. Just use it with Grookey. Earth Power, Meteor Beam, Nature Power. Gonna be fun. Diglett got Scorching Sands, so it can trap every physical mon if you burn it. Same with Trapinch. Goldeen got Flip Turn, so it's a good Magnemite switch in that can also switch into Chinchou. Vullaby got Lash Out and Dual Wing Beat. Lash Out gets the damage boost if you get triggered by weak armor, but 150 damaging move, it's not really good because knockoff is most of the time better. Dual Wing Beat, the damage is really lower than Brave Bird, but you can use it on a Scarf set, like Brave Bird, knockoff, U-turn, and Dual Wing Beat. If you do not need Defog and if you do not need Sleep Talk. Grookey got Glassy Slide. This is the best Grookey set. Woodhammer, Glassy Glide, Acrobatics, Sword Dance. +2 acrobatics can kill a Fungus. This set is amazing. It also got Drain Punch, U-turn. This mon kinda resolved the meta. Same with Vulpix and Abra. And always run Grassy Glide on Grookey. You need to see Grookey as a Corphish. You have your strong hitting move, you have your priority move, and you have your coverage move. This is your knockoff from the Corphish. You can run knockoff yourself, or you can run Drain Punch to hit the Ferroseed and hit the Ponyard. Snover! Yeah, Snover. Snover got Grassy Glide. And that's about it. yeah, I would still run Blizzard. Pumpkaboo got Poltergeist. If you run the 16 speed set with Poltergeist, you can use it against a Vullaby. If you do not have the item, then it's not going to trigger the weak armor, so you can one-shot it with Rock Slide afterwards. So it's just a safe move to click if Vullaby is around. It's a great mon on webs. Impidimp also got Burning Jealousy, so on webs you can Nasty Plot up and do the same thing as Zorua. I like this mon. This mon got a lot better with the new DLC, but it's probably still trash. Minccino got Triple Axle. So Triple Axle actually gets boosted by Skill Link. If you hit the first move, you're going to hit all three. So you can one-shot a Onix and one-shot a Vullaby. It also has Technician Triple Axle, also fun. Hippo got Scorching Sands, so you can run Special Hippo now with Weather Ball and Scorching Sands. Sizzle Pete got Scorching Sands, but it's not really needed, because this mon is trash. Yeah, Baltoy got Scorching Sands. Algium got Meteor Beam, still bad, but maybe on Trick Room you can Meteor Beam a Vullaby and one-shot it and get the special attack boost. Spritzy got Misty Explosion. So if you go for Misty Terrain and Misty Explosion, you have a 150 base power Fairy type explosion. But you can also just use it as an explosion and get Spritzy out. I would probably use like Moonblast, Misty Explosion, Trick Room, I guess Nasty Plot? Maybe not, maybe not. It's nice to Trick Room and Misty Explosion. Wait, of course, you can use this on Scarf. You guys know about Scarf Spritzy. If you see a lead Spritzy, it's always Scarf Spritzy. But you actually have a good coverage move finally on Scarf sets. You can miss the explosion if you do not need Spritzy anymore and get it out. The last one we have is Axew. Axew got Skill Shot. It's a really nice move and it can be used on Dragon Dance together with Outrage if you don't want to lock in. And it also breaks the Sash from Abra. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I see you guys all later on the ladder.